let me get this part out of the way. Thank you for tuning in to my podcast as your host, David Randolph. I normally don't post 2 podcasts in one day, but I feel the need to tell somebody to fight for their territory. I was watching the National Geographic, and the title for that particular episode was called The Wild. And the narrator was talking about how the lions will fight for their territory. They would not allow any other species or animal to come in and steal what they have worked hard to provide for their family. They will fight until blood is shed, until limbs are lost, or even their life has been taken. They will fight to the end. The older lions would train the younger lions to fight for your territory. They will sound alarm by their roar in their voices to let those know that you are approaching somebody else's territory. And if you do not back up or leave here, it will cost you your life. Fight for your territory. Don't give up. Don't quit. You've been in this race too long for you to lay down and quit. Fight for your territory. You are too anointed. You're too gifted. You have climbed too many mountains. Fight for your territory. Hallelujah. I was looking at this episode, and it started affecting my emotions, because the tigers that was fighting for their territory, when the fight was over, blood was just running from their mouth. They had scars all over their bodies. But at the end of their scars and at the end, they defeated the one that was trying to come and take their territory. But they will walk so limply. They will walk so weak. But they felt as though they have accomplished what they have accomplished because they were still alive. And they understand that it may take a while, but my wounds will heal. But I still fought for my territory. They would train up their youth. I don't know if you're going to, and they were letting them know that other animals, their babies, their youngs. And they were telling them in their own language, I don't know if you're going to live to see it. But if you live to see it, I'm going to train you. I'm going to teach you to continue this journey, to continue this, to fight for your territory. Hallelujah. I don't know who this is for, but fight for your territory. You may not get into a physical fight, and it's not necessarily talking about a physical fight, but fight for your territory. Let the devil know I'm too anointed. I'm too gifted. I'm too talented to just lay down. I'm going to provide for my family. You may try to get the best of me, but I'm going to fight because I got a family that's dependent on me. I got a wife that's dependent on me. I got children that's dependent on me. I'm going to fight for my territory. I'm going to fight for my last name. Hallelujah. This is the name that God has given me. I'm going to fight. Fight for your territory. Fight for your territory. I almost started crying when I saw those animals fighting for their territory. They go in the rankings and they will have this one lion, they will call him the king, and he will fight until he couldn't fight no more, until he shed his last blood. And there was one that fought so hard that he ended up losing his life. But the tiger was just laying there, trying to inhale and exhale because he was fighting for his territory. Don't go down without a fight. Even though it's the enemy in that particular episode have won, but they paid a price. They can go tell the other animals that it was a fight trying to get this meat that we're trying to provide for our animals. See, the thing is that the predators didn't want to chase down the meat to provide for their family, but they wanted laid on a platter. But the lion was saying, you're going to fight just like we had to fight. You're going to shed some tears just like we had to shed some tears. You're going to have to sweat in order to get it. We're not just going to lay down and let you come in and steal what we have worked for, what we have labored for. Fight for your territory. Fight for your territory.